Alrighty, take two. We'll see if we're good or not. I should have checked if Steam was downloading something in the background, actually, too. Would have been smart. Alright, let's see. Let's see how it is. Why does stupid short streaming not have an option to select the quality? Like, it's literally just auto, picture quality, and data saver. Why can I not? Why can I not select 1080p 60? For anybody that's in 1080p 60, does it look fine? Does anybody have 1080p 60 as an option? Or like, does it say that's their quality? Because for me, for some reason, it's just doing 360p, which is ridiculous. Hi Lavochkin, hi Jason, hi Evader, hi Nex, hi Blackball. So I think what it is, I think it was the fact that I was streaming in a different bitrate on YouTube versus Twitch. Because Twitch has a max bitrate of 6,000. And I was streaming in 8,500 on YouTube. But we're good now. Hopefully, things are fine. That's weird. Nothing on my end was indicating that there was an issue. So that's very, very, very strange. But thank you for letting me know, everybody. It's much appreciated. Nothing worse than like doing a stream and having technical difficulties and then nobody says anything, you know? And then you find out after, it's like, oh my god, my stream was fucking the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Looks good, no hiccups. Oh no? Uh-oh. Does oh no mean it's happening again? The game is doing it? Wait, is it happening again? I did get the 5090, yes. It's not installed yet, but apparently... Shit, maybe I should be installing it. I don't think this issue was happening last time I played. Yes, this is Clair Obscur.
Thunder!
I had to make a video about how I'm not playing Oblivion. Yeah, youngling, you already said that. I mean, I guess maybe the stream was going out when I responded. All right, youngling, enjoy the band, bro. I told you ahead of time that you would be banned. See ya. What the hell? How am I not dodging that? Damn, bro, that's my whole paycheck I got from my job in a month's time. I actually got a pretty good deal. I got a new power supply, which I needed, with the 5090 for 3,000. So that's actually pretty good. I mean, after shipping and taxes and stuff, it was 30, I think 3,400 or something. But 3 grand for a partner card with a 1,000-watt fully modular gold certified power supply. That's pretty good. That's actually not too bad. So stream is good, right? We're good. Honestly, it's a deal. Yeah, it was actually a good deal. Like, and it was from like straight from Newegg. My biggest thing wasn't necessarily the money when it came to the 5090. It was that I didn't want to put like 2 grand of profit into a scalper's pocket. That was my main thing. It's like I really don't like the idea of just giving a scalper, you know, a free paycheck. So that's kind of why I was waiting to actually get it like official from a store. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, $3,400 is a good chunk of change, but
nice.
For me, I pulled out 12 grand for the Japan trip, and I only used 4 grand. And I was like, well, I mean, I still got 8 grand I pulled out that I was expecting to spend on the Japan trip, you know? So that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger on a 5090. That was kind of my thought process on it. Which I've been saying I was going to pick up a 5090 forever. It's just there's none in stock, man. Okay, that seems like it's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I just got the pop-up that said YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So maybe it is happening? Why would YouTube not be getting enough data? I don't have any drop frames. I think it's a YouTube side thing because I'm checking the Twitch. The Twitch is fine. I think YouTube's having some sort of issue. I don't know what. Is it happening again? Because YouTube is saying that they're not getting enough data. So Newegg is legit then? I want to buy some stuff on it. I usually buy things I want in person. Newegg is legit. I mean, they've had controversies, don't get me wrong. Like they were they were caught selling the new 5000 series cards at like scalper prices. And then when people said, "Oh, hey, why are you selling them at like higher prices?" They said, "Oh, it's the Trump tariffs." And keep in mind, this is like several months ago, before any tariffs were even in place. And so some tech store called them out and they're like, Newegg, I also run a tech store in the US and I have not seen any sort of tech tariffs as of yet. What tariffs are you talking about? And then they just deleted the tweet. So, I mean, they've had some controversies, don't get me wrong. Like, they definitely had some controversies. But, overall, I think Newegg is fine. Just make sure when you're buying something it's actually from Newegg. And because a lot of times, like, people will buy stuff and it's actually from a user listing on Newegg, which is very different. This is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Is the game worth playing? I mean, considering it is the top rated game of 2025 by users, and it's one of the top rated games. I think it's like the second or the third from critics. I would say, yeah, it's worth it. Bro has beef with Trump, I swear to God. I don't care about Trump. I think he's hilarious, bro. I think he's hilarious, and I think he's pro-gun, which is literally the only political thing that I fucking care about. So I don't have an issue with Trump. I've never had an issue with Trump. Not enough stutter data stutter for street loads 4K 120 FPS unskippable state format. Yeah, the game is on Steam. It's also on Game Pass. Am I tall? No. No, I'm only 5'8". I'm not a tall guy. At least not by American standards. When I was just in Japan, I was the tallest dude in every room. It was awesome. Not here in the States, though.
Useful.
You almost are Trump's sons look-alike? Oh, no way, dude. Baron is way better looking than me.
Great.
Baron's out here looking like the fucking Lisan al Gaib. If you know, you know. Pro-Trump, I'm not even a US resident. Seems like a rational dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Trump is a dick. Like, he's definitely, he does not have a filter that a lot of people have, and he definitely like says some things that I don't think people should say. But I don't really care about someone's personality.
Well,
I care about what they're going to do for, you know, for me. And so for me, I'm a very pro-gun guy. I've carried a gun every time I've left my house for the past 8 years. I'm very, very pro-gun. He was the candidate that was pro-gun. It's really that simple. Wouldn't say rational. He's rational if you consider the fact that he's a businessman, you know? He thinks like a businessman. And the thing with that is that works very well when you're, you know, running a business, but some of the policies and stuff like that are not in favor of the average dude. Reddit user detected?
Looks like a farm.
Like old times.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'll dabble in some Reddit if I have like an obscure tech issue and the only, you know, I Google it and the only thing that comes up is a Reddit thread from like 8 years ago. Yeah. Oops. I wonder if my trigger is broken. I keep pressing twice on accident. I think it's bait to shoot those. What the hell? Oh, wait. This dude's gonna dodge this. That's right. These guys count as flying enemies.
Thunder. Place on me. Finesse and grace.
Yeah, but I'm not a very emotional person, so... and I'm also a dick. So, you know, for me, if somebody is a dick, it doesn't... I don't really care too much, I mean, I'll be honest. Now, like, I would never want a guy like Trump dating my daughter or something. Don't get me wrong. But that's... I wouldn't want any politician dating my daughter. Politicians... Here's the thing. All politicians are liars,
That will help.
scumbags, that will do whatever it takes in order to retain their power. It doesn't matter what politician we're talking about. That's just how politicians are, man. You know? Their morals are for whoever is lobbying them, whoever's paying them. And you can say, you know, Trump is super rich or whatever, so he doesn't really have that. I mean, he still is pro-Israel and pro-sending $1 bajillion over there. He's still very pro, like, NRA. Right? He still has those corporations, just like all of the Republicans do. All politicians are going to be like that. He still has the thing, you know, where he says, oh, hey, I'm very pro-gun. And then the Las Vegas massacre happens. And then he goes, oh, man, this is so bad. And then he bans bump stocks for a little bit for some reason, you know. Or any big mass shooting happens. And he's like, yeah, we need to get to the bottom of this. And then, you know, obviously won't. It's just a politician thing, dude. Like, people take it too personal. They're all liars. They're all scumbags. I don't know who the best president of present times was. I mean, if you want to talk about pure, like, statistics through my lifetime, I think Trump's first presidency would probably mark the greatest... like the greatest economy we've had during my lifetime. Like, if you want to speak, like, statistically. One of the reasons I voted for Trump is because he's pro-gun. Shouldn't be banned. That's our Second Amendment right in the US. Yeah, I mean, I didn't vote. I'm Canadian. Which is ultimately why I don't talk about a lot of this stuff, is because, in my opinion, if you're not voting, you should shut the fuck up. That's how I feel about it. It's why I don't really talk about politics or anything, or even necessarily talk about, like, supporting a candidate or anything. It's because I don't vote. I'm Canadian. I don't vote in US politics or anything like that. So, I mean, ultimately, what I think doesn't fucking matter. Because I'm not backing it up with a vote. But those are just my, you know, what's it called? Was Kamala not pro-gun? She said it so many times. Well, she also said that she wasn't pro-gun. Kamala was not pro-gun, no. She was very anti-gun, specifically semi-automatic rifles. And then she changed it near the end of her election cycle when they were very low on the young male voting audience. That she said that she owns a gun, Tim Walz owns a gun, she's pro-gun. But people didn't trust her by that point because there were so many clips already of her speaking about being anti-gun. And saying that you own a gun is not the same as being pro-gun. Those things are not the same. I know a lot of people that own guns, but they own guns because they feel it's a necessity in their area or because of people around them having guns. But if you were to ask them if they're pro-gun, they would say, no, I wish there were no guns. You know, there's a lot of people like that. And also, there's different varying degrees of being pro-gun, right? There's like, oh no, I think people should be able to have bolt-action rifles and they should be able to hunt for their own food type of pro-gun. Like Canada, that's what we have, you know, over there. Is like, yeah, you can technically have a gun, but it's like hyper limited, right? You have very crazy magazine restrictions of like 4 rounds, 5 rounds. And then you have like pro-gun, as in like some of the people in the States. You talk to somebody from Texas or something, and they're like, yeah, I'm pro-gun, brother. I own a fucking RPG. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ. That's really pro-gun. Yeah, this is my M1 Abrams tank. Don't worry. I only have 3 fucking shells for it, you know? It's different varying degrees, so that also matters. For me, I am a big fan of gun, but after being in Japan, obviously, I think it would be ideal if we could just have no guns. But that will never happen. I'm not a retard. I realize that would never happen. It would be impossible. Because there's just way too many guns in the US. It's not like Australia when they got rid of guns, right? Or Japan when they got rid of katanas, right? We have just way too many people, way too much land coverage, and way too many guns. So it would just not be possible. So as a result of that, I am pro-gun. Because if my enemy is going to have a gun, I want to have a gun that's at least as powerful and as capable. So that's my take. I own several guns. I'm a big gun fan. Not just because they're cool, which they are cool. Guns are cool. I don't care what people say. Guns are cool. Guns are fun. But I also carry, you know, and I think that that's very important. And I encourage everybody to carry. Train with your firearm. Become proficient with your firearm. Don't be negligent when you're carrying, you know. But yes, I love my guns. I never leave the house without it. Cooked in price of living. I mean, also your state is just like burning down. Your politicians are getting rid of your water reserves and cutting funding on your firefighting forces. So it's like actual hellscape over there. California is cooked in multiple ways, quite literally cooked through a lot of parts of the year. I think the guns are needed with how much corruption's in the air. I think guns are most certainly a deterrent as well to foreign forces and to our own government. What really helps keep our government in line is the fact that we have a civilian, essentially militia, that could absolutely turn the tides. And I know, you know, people like Biden and a lot of people just out there will be like, oh, well, The civilians couldn't beat the military because the military has drones and bombs and blah, blah, blah. Brother, the US lost in Vietnam to a bunch of fucking dudes in trees. Okay? Like, we never won in the Middle East. And that's just a bunch of dudes in fucking caves. You know what I mean? It's like, no, just having the technological advantage does not guarantee a dub. And especially when you're talking about the number of people in the US. Also, that's assuming that everyone in the US military would be okay with turning against the US population, which is absurd. That would never happen. You know, tons of people in the US military would, you know, mutiny. They wouldn't be okay with blowing up their citizens. So yeah, I mean, guns keep our government in line, and they also keep people, you know, China or whoever, Russia, from actually mobilizing an invading force. I mean, it's on Game Pass, so I would say just play it on Game Pass. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. If it's on PlayStation, then yes, it's definitely worth, but I'd say just try it on Game Pass. Yeah, for me, this game is a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. I live my whole life. It sucks. Not gonna lie, I'm immune to everything happening, me and my small town. That's how I feel about a lot of stuff in the US. Like, a lot of stuff in the US, I'm like, oh yeah, that sucks. But I'm fine, because I'm in a little small town, and we're being chillin'. Those situations are always guaranteed losses, because you're not just bombing, killing everything before walking in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like, oh, the US could just drop a, you know, the government could just drop a nuke on you. Yeah. Yeah, obviously they could, but they would never do that. They would never do that. The notorious angle. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that there's just ass on the screen. Yeah, no. No, the US definitely has the capability. I mean, you could bomb the fuck out of the Middle East until there is literally not even a single cave left. I mean, we have the budget and we have the firepower to do it. But obviously, we're not going to do that. I mean, the civilians and stuff would be catastrophic. Heard Spain and Portugal had no power for a day and a half? No, I didn't. That's weird. What caused that? But yeah, I mean, just to wrap this up, I'm not a very political guy, I'll be honest. I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff. Honestly, most of the time, I find out my news from my chat. My chat will be like, do you hear they're deporting trans people or whatever? I'm like, no, I didn't. And that's how I find out about it. I don't keep track of any of that stuff. My mental health is significantly better not watching anything about the news. So, you know, ignorance is bliss, as they say. I don't know shit that's going on in the world. The only thing I care about is that I have my guns. That's it. That's all I care about. I'm a responsible gun owner. I've carried every time I've left my house for going on 8 years now. I've never had an accident, never had anywhere close to an accident, never had to draw my firearm, thank God. Hope I never do. But I'm very pro-gun. I want to continue to be able to do what I do. Yeah, I mean, just honestly, if it doesn't affect me and my family, then I don't care. And I know it makes me a dick or whatever, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to pretend to be some prophet and some holier than thou individual. If it doesn't affect me and my family and my close friends, I do not care. So, you know, people talk to me about, oh my God, all this stuff is happening with, I don't know, trans people. None of my family's trans, and I don't have any close friends that are trans. So for me, I don't care. That is a problem for the people that it affects. You know? And that goes for everything. Oh my God, did you hear what they're doing to illegal immigrants? Well, me and my family are immigrants to the country, but we did it legally. So none of my family is illegal immigrants, and none of my close friends are illegal immigrants, so I don't care. That's how it is, man. And I know it doesn't make me a good person, but you know what it does make me? A happy person. I live a great life, a very privileged life. I contribute a lot of it to ignorance is bliss. I stay in my own lane, and that's about it. If the alternative is being a good person but being unhappy because you're taking upon all of the evils of the world upon your own shoulder and suffering throughout all of your profound empathy, I will choose being a happy bad person. Sorry to say. I've went through many struggles in my life, and nobody cared. Nobody helped me. I figured it out myself. And, you know, that has made me into the person that I am today. If I could, there's nothing special about me. If I could get out of my issues, then I have faith that people can get out of theirs. And if not, it's not my problem. What does that make me? An American. I wish that was true. Unfortunately, America loves to be the world police and help out all of the EU and send bajillions of dollars to Israel and Syria, gender studies, and all sorts of terrible stuff. So, you know, I wish the US was all about themselves. And also, I want you all to know I am not a hypocrite, okay? For everything that I say and I practice, I expect the same out of everybody else. When I was homeless, right, and I was struggling and living with random people on Craigslist and stuff, I did not expect random people out there to give me money. I never went panhandling or anything. I didn't expect people to give me money. I didn't expect people to help. They have their own problems, and I needed to fix it myself. Okay? So I expect the same out of other people that I give. I don't care about people that aren't my close friends and family. And I don't expect them to care about me, because that's equality. I would never expect anybody to give a fuck about any of my issues if I don't give a fuck about their issues. That is equality. So I can never... You can call me a bad person, but you can never call me a fucking hypocrite, at least. You know, I stand by that. That's my thought process, at least. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockey equals ban. That's the biggest one going around. That sounds like it would attract a whole lot of children, and this is an 18+ stream. So, I'm good. Fucks RTX 5090 so much shit. I don't know what you're saying, Nazar. Speaking the truth for real, but a lot of people have a problem. A lot of people have a problem because it is in their best interest to pretend that they have a problem. It is in their best interest to feign as if they are some hero of the people, some prophet of empathy, the Messiah that cares about, oh my God, what's happening in Israel and Palestine? I care so much. Really? Did you care about the genocide in Rwanda? No, you don't give a fuck about what's happening across the world. You're only pretending like you care because it gets you social media points, or it gets you points with your collegiate peers or whatever. You don't actually care. At least with me, I don't even pretend to care. I'm just honest about it. Everybody else, you know, they lie, they feign interest in whatever is the, what's the big thing I'm supposed to care about right now? Oh, Russia, Ukraine, got it. Yeah, let me change my flag or my bio to the Ukrainian flag or whatever. You don't give a fuck about Russia, Ukraine. Why are you lying? Just be honest. You don't fucking care. You know, I don't understand why people try. And I mean, I understand it, but I could never be bothered to fake caring about so much menial horseshit. It's not menial to the people there. Don't get me wrong. Russia, Ukraine war, or Palestine, Israel, or whatever. That's a very real problem for them. And that sucks. But it's not a problem for me. So I don't care. Play the game. I will do as I please, Yuri. Okay. Last I checked, you're not the channel manager or something. You're not CZ Productions. So maybe stay in your lane. It's weird that when we speak the truth, people get mad at it, but there's a thing called freedom of speech, and a lot of people forget that it's a thing. Yeah. Went back to sleep for like however long that was. Classic Kenzie moment. Also, let me make sure my alarm is set to 6, not 7. And I've lost a whole lot of viewers as a result of like my attitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm very aware. People really don't like it when I say that. I've had you know, people that viewed the stream for a very long time and they were fans, and then, oh, I asked Zach about his opinion on this thing, and guess what he said? That he doesn't care. This is how consistent I am. 99% of the time, you don't even have to ask me what my thoughts are on X issue or Y issue. Because my answer is, I don't care. Almost every time. I'm wonderfully consistent. I just could not be bothered. You know what I care about? Providing for my family. Paying my bills. Ensuring that I'm employed. Making sure that I'm taking care of my own physical and mental health. That's what I care about. You know, hanging out with my friends, hanging out with my family, making sure all of them are good. That's what I care about. If it's something outside of that, I probably don't fucking care. Now, I might have a loose opinion on it, but I'm not losing sleep about it, and it's not occupying my thoughts more than the current conversation. Which is also something that people incorrectly assume. They assume that just because you talk about something, you actually like genuinely have a vested interest in it, and that's not true at all. If somebody asks me about something, I'll talk about something, but it's only occupying my thoughts the entire time we're talking about that thing. It's not crossing my thoughts whatsoever outside of that conversation. You know, just recently we had someone that they came in and they're like, "See, Zach, I told you. I was right, you were wrong. Trans people are being deported." And you know what my response was? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. I had no idea who this person was. But they were talking as if, I don't know, we've had some like relationship or something and like had multiple conversations about whatever this is. I'm like, I don't know who you are, bro. And I was like, okay, cool. That sucks for them. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not trans and I'm not getting deported. I hate to break it to you. I mean, maybe if it was someone else, they would lie and pretend like, oh no, I don't care. Grab a cookie and run away with it. It was dropping crumbs. Peak life. True. Grabs hold of whoever's holding her and won't let go. Okay. Video game time. This place is just as beautiful as it is unsettling. But now is not the time to dwell on nature's beauty. Now's the time to trade stuff. Now's the time to beat your ass. Square up, little midget.
A storm is coming.
I love this song. Ow. Isn't it right bumper? Didn't he say it right?
Flow.
Clickbait character seems to be working with the pause screens. Trust me, brother. I know how the gooners think. I used to be one. Oh, it is right bumper. My timing is just terrible. Me and the gooners, we understand each other.
Let's shake the earth.
Oh my god. Hola, fufuf, You've defeated me in a duel. Rest assured that nothing in this universe will stop you now. Hi, Reyna. Good morning. Air gooning. No, 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 no. Per 4 tel applied. I'm gonna guess this is a CL weapon because I don't know what the fuck 4 tel is. And I don't play that character, so. Yeah, the music's incredibly good. So good. Ooh, a ponytail. Oh, it's for CL. Who gives a fuck about CL?
Oh.
Ooh. Chichi bajai. Chubu chubu chubu. Chichi bubuchi. Stay away from me. Wait. I think I came from here. Didn't I? I think I did. Gigi Jabuchi. I'm so curious why the stream was doing that now. It doesn't seem like it's doing it anymore, but that really bothers me that it was doing it at all. Because I have 2.5 fucking gigabyte per second internet now, dude. So, like, there should literally be no excuse for any issues at all. You know? I think he has to go up here. Fuck it. Where do I have to send you, little man? Where do I have to send you? Last time there was a little thing I had to get him to go on. You have 2.5 on paper only? Okay, true, but also we're talking about streaming with 6 megabytes per second up, you know? 6 megabytes per second when you have 2.5 gigs. I mean, you could have less than 1% of the speed you're supposed to have, and your stream should be fine. You know? How do we... I'm guessing I need to get him up here. But he won't go up there. Can you go up there, sir? Maybe he's not supposed to come up here. Before there was like... There's a little thing on the floor that showed where you're supposed to get him. Oh, you know what? Maybe he's supposed to go up there. That could be it. Oh! He's coming over here. Oh! No! No! Maybe it's right here. I'm supposed to get him to go to. It looks terrible. This is the top reviewed game of 2025 so far. By users, and then I think it's like the second top reviewed game by critics. It is a 9.7 user review score, which is fucking insanely high. And it's sitting at a 9.2 critic, which is also very high. Where's the last one? Probably YouTube screwing up the quality of the live stream. Yeah, I'm not sure. Regardless, it shouldn't be happening, and it's kind of annoying. But... What's the difference between Batman and a black man? Batman's not black. That was easy.
Ready to evade.
Too early. Sad.
On me.
Oh.
On guard.
Oh, baby. Ooshka. That's some fat damage.
A storm is coming.
What if this will kill both? Probably not, but I'm gonna try regardless.
Lightning.
They're both marked. They might kill both. Nope. Killed neither. Literally the worst possible thing that could happen. Ow. That hits way later than it looks like it does. Three combo, I parry these. I whiffed. I whiffed literally all three sides. Huge. Very impressive. Absolutely incredible display of skill. I would rate the game a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, this game is a masterpiece. From what I've played. I've only played like 14 hours, I think, though. So, I mean, things could change, but in my opinion, this is one of... Oh, this is where I have to get him. This is one of the best games I've played in a very long time. I don't know if it's on PS4. I think if a PS4 tried to run this game, it would probably spontaneously combust. But I could be wrong. Ah, there it is. You can't catch these guys. Break this? No. Okay, can't jump over that. I need to get it to go down there. Yes. 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 Let's go. Ice jawline. Thank you. I was born with it. We'll flee in 4 turns. Good. Ow.
Let's spill some ink.
Shit, I just need to focus on this guy, I guess, and dodge that guy. Oh, he takes no fire damage. Well, that's not ideal for me. But I can still play defenseless. Bro's taking 0 damage. He's taking 0 fucking damage. Maybe I have to hit him with ice? I don't take any damage from that either. Shit, I don't have ice on it. Yes, I'd say this is a real game of the year contender for sure. I'm doing well fishing. How about yourself, dude? Maybe I have to kill this guy to weaken this guy? Maybe that's what it is.
Thunder.
Oh no, he's still summoning dudes. I think I probably just need ice, but I don't have any ice.
Rune, watch out!
Yeah, I kind of have to focus this dude. I don't really have too much of an option. Ow. Ow. Fuck. I'm getting owned. minions. Oh yeah, now he's taking damage. Oh yeah. That was the gimmick. That was the gimmick already.
Thunder.
Gotta take out the minions. Do I one-shot her? I might actually one-shot this guy. Ooh, 9,999, bitch. I could do overcharge. It wouldn't kill though. It wouldn't kill.
A storm is coming.
Fuck, I only have one. Kill, please. Yes. Let's go. Nice. Looking a little dicey for a moment there, but we came through. Yeah, what was up here? This is Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33. Managed to find more of the grapefruit and blossom Red Bull, so I got my morning started right. Energy drinks aren't great for you, sure, but they're not that bad, man. There's much worse that you could do to your body. If energy drinks are your, we all have our vice. If energy drinks are yours, there's much worse vices out there. I have an energy drink every day. And I'm fine. I have my blood and everything tested more often than... I've probably had more blood tests in my life than most people in their entire life, and I'm only 28. Just because when I was working at Quest Diagnostics, I always had like I was getting a blood test every fucking like week because it was covered. I was like, why not? Make sure everything's good. But yeah, I mean, as long as all your biological markers and stuff are healthy, you're fine, man. You'll be okay. Obviously, like, it's kind of funny. I used to be very, like, pro sugar-free stuff, but actually I've kind of changed my mind lately with many indicators that, like, aspartame and many of the, like, sweeteners are kind of just seeming like they're worse for you overall than just sugar. But the thing is, especially here in the States, you don't ever just get like sugar, right? It's always like high fructose corn syrup and other like garbage. But if you can get stuff with just sugar, I actually these days, I think that's fucking better for you than just sugar free. There's all sorts of links being made to like aspartame causing various types of cancer and stuff. When I was in Japan, I had some of that, what is it, like fermented honey? Because I think it was Oscar. Oscar recommended it. It was weird. I don't know. It was kind of fucking weird. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I put it in some of my tea, and it has a flavor about it. It does not taste like normal honey. Abandoned and incomplete, entrapped in stone. Quite the situation I'm in, right? If you don't say something in the next few seconds, I shall knock myself to sleep. How'd it happen? I do not exactly know. but I can certainly guess it has to do with the mistress. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit more? Oh, you want to know more? Just a moment. I am wondering what I could ask in exchange. You're not really in a position of power here. A poor threat, sadly. In my weakened, incomplete state, anything could kill me at this point. The others, they possess shiny, shimmering rocks glistening on their backs. Why I lack the same luster, I do not know. But it maddens me. We could potentially help you. I hope you can. The cavern might be your best bet. If you could find 3 of these lustrous rocks, I would be magnificent. Okay. £5 jug? God damn. That's a lot of honey. Honey, granola, and yogurt. That is good. That is good. I'm so paranoid about the stream now. It keeps popping up and saying not enough data is being delivered. Is the stream still fine? I don't know why this is happening out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Black Bolt said to learn a skill for Mayel that gets rid of their shields. Where is that? Gets rid of their shields. It's having hiccups. Yeah, I'm sorry, dudes. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to take a look at it. Soon. I'll take a look at it during work today. I don't know what's going on. High physical damage and 3 hits. If in Virtuoso stance, stay in Virtuoso. It can break. Oh, destroys all targets' shields. Gains 1 AP per shield destroyed. Yeah, that's actually OP. That's actually OP. I need that. A lot of these guys are resistant to fire, which is like the only reason I kind of want to swap right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I think it's a YouTube problem. To be honest, I think it's a YouTube problem. Because like if I open up the Twitch right now, I mean, maybe it's not, but let me see. I have the Twitch open. Meow, 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 meow. It seems pretty fine. If I go to spin. It seems fine. Over on Twitch. There's also just a very, very big delay over on the YouTube as well. I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at like packet loss and all of that and see for the next stream. Server usage might be higher than usual. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. I start work in like 15 minutes though, so I'm not exactly too terribly vested in it currently. I'm hoping that maybe we can do one more big fight or something. This is a cool looking area. It's my alarm for work. What do I want to use here?
Okay.
I'm gonna parry this. Resistant to fire.
Careful, Mael.
Okay, we're gaming. Dylan, thank you for the follow. It's very nice of you. Kill this guy.
Take him down.
Let the ink flow.
There's a giant delay on YouTube? Yeah. There's quite a massive delay on YouTube. I'm not really too sure why. Probably because it keeps like hitching, which compounds over time, right? That's what I would assume. Svetlana, thank you for subbing. It's very nice of you. Eh, fuck it. We're just gonna delete this man. This is overkill, but oh well. It's so overkill. Fuck it, we ball.
This will hurt.
Okay. I wish I had the new skill. High physical. If in Virtuoso, stay in Virtuoso. Well, I can get in Virtuoso now.
From fire.
I'll use that next turn. I'm parrying it. Too early. Well, one of three. Kind of like the issue you had forever ago. I mean, this one is a little... This one's better just because it's still, like, viewable. It's just, like, a little hitch sporadically. But it's kind of annoying because with this one, everything on my side looks normal. Like, I don't have any dropped frames. Which is an indicator of, like, how much information you're trying to send out to the viewers that they're not getting. Which clearly is, like, seems like what's happening. But I don't have any. And all of the data being sent out seems fine. The length of the stream seems accurate. An hour and 9 minutes. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, for sure. How much damage is she about to hit for? Let's try the new attack. Flurret. Fury. Well, didn't even matter. Fucking died. Hello, R Jack.
Nice.
Yippee! We got a rock. What time is it? 50? Okay, I've got some time. Not a lot of time, but I do have some time.
Great.
I was baited. Oh shit, it's the boss. Okay, well this will probably call it then. Let me see this. This guy's taking way more damage than I thought he would.
Lightning strike.
Finesse and
grace.
Yep. We got a rock. Yippee. Oh shit, it's Diddy. It's fucking Diddy. How much time do we have? Do we have time for a whole ass boss fight?
Great.
I think this will be how we start the next stream. We'll start the next stream fighting that dude. See if we can't find one more stone. Did not mean to zoom into her coochie. That was an accident. But as Bob Ross would say, a happy accident. Sorry. Alright, let's kill this guy without shooting his little balls. Yep, that's definitely way better. Diddy. Here's Diddy.
Feel the burn.
Don't die.
Don't die.
I'm ready.
Ooh. Oh, baby, I'm locked in. It took me a minute, but we're back. We're fucking back, baby. Oh, damn it.
Precise strike.
It is kind of crazy how OP Niall is. Mael, whatever the fuck her name is.
Take him down.
Let the ink flow.
She's very strong for a little 16-year-old. About to review some fast food and tell us it was subpar? Brother. You think I look like that fish looking fuck? Review, bro? He wishes he looked like me. He wishes he had this godlike jawline. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh. Yeah, no. Review Bro seems like a nice guy. Report of the week, whatever. He seems like a nice guy.
Useful.
But we do not look similar. We're just both skinny white dudes that dress nice. But my clothes actually fit me. He shops at like fucking Goodwill or something, and his stuff is like 3 sizes too large. All right, I think we call it here. I only have 5 minutes until work starts. A kind of laggy mog. We go back to the bonfire. I have no jawline. It's why I have a beard. It's why I don't have a beard. Also, because I can't grow one. But even if I could, who would want to cover up this beautiful blessing from God? Alrighty. That's gonna do it for me. Hopefully I'll fix the internet issues in the next stream. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, all the new follows and subs. Very kind of you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see all of you in the next video or stream or Rooney, which will probably be maybe later today or